girls, on behalf of the Alaska Goldpanner organization, we'd like to welcome you to Growden Memorial Park in Game 4 of 5 between the visiting California Halos taking on your Alaska Goldpanners. Goldpanner fans, if you'll turn to your programs, let's meet the starting lineups for today's game. First for the visiting California Halos. Starting in left field, batting first, wearing number 0 is Dash Lopez. Batting second, the shortstop, wearing number 15 is Tanner Beltkowski. Batting third, playing at third base, wearing number 31 is Brian Espinoza. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, wearing number 26 is Nathan Macis. Batting fifth, playing in right field, wearing number 23 is Hector Pena. Batting sixth, playing in center field, wearing number 66 is Alex Telemonte. Batting seventh, catching for the California Halos is number 19, Jacob Savoy. Batting eighth, playing at first base is number 52, Jorge Rodarte. Batting ninth, playing at second base, wearing number 9 is Nick Miller. Tonight's starting pitcher for the California Halos is number 8, Domingo Caxola. And the rest of the California Halos, who are managed by Mr. Joey Contreras, and the player coach is Jesus Rodarte. Tonight's umpiring crew is as follows. Behind the dish at home plate is Mr. Scott Ginger. At first base is Mr. Dan Angelo. And at third base is Mr. Anthony Hawk. Goldpanner fans, are you ready? Let's meet the defensive starters for your Alaska Goldpanners. Starting in right field, wearing number 30, Tyler Richardson. Starting in center field, wearing number 7, Eric Snellcoat. Starting in left field, wearing number 13, Logan Drummond. Starting at third base, wearing number 31, Colby Williams. Starting at shortstop, wearing number 16, Nathan Ewing. Starting at second base, wearing number 9, Ty Marengo. Starting at first base from North Pole, Alaska, number 11, Alex Garcia. Catching for your Alaska Goldpanners is number 28, Donovan Redfield. Tonight's starting pitcher for your Alaska Goldpanners is number 24, Garrett Erickson. Tonight's designated hitter is number 5, Eddie Alfaro. And the rest of your Alaska Goldpanners were field managed by Mr. Brett Latchman. The associate head coach is Carlos Gonzalez. The assistant coaches are Jack Gonzalez, Logan Smith, and Jake Latchman. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you all please stand. Kindly remove your caps and place your hand over your heart for the singing of the Star Spangled Banner by the one and only Miss Jen Oden.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch
Thank you, Miss Jen. All right. Once Jen hands the mic over to Danny, we have a very special guest heading out to the mound to throw our ceremonial first pitch.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Goldpanner game. It's a UAF alumni night. We have a very special guest with us, Bree Gray. She is the 2023 UAF Alumni Association Distinguished Alumnus. She'll be throwing out the first pitch, and we have a lot more fun. If you haven't noticed, we have another special guest with us, Nook's with us, and he'll be out in the crowd in a second.
What's up, Nook? All right, baseball fans, on the count of three, I want you to yell out, play ball. 1, 2, 3. Let's play some Friday night baseball.
Pistol! Good job! Take it back there! Take it back there! Take it back there! Take it back there! Go Bottle!
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Growden Memorial Field Goldpanner Baseball on a Friday night. Ken Viemeyer back with you out of the bullpen. Going to get this call tonight, and then tomorrow, I believe, GM John Lorkey will be having the call. I've been heading down to Anchorage to go watch the train concert, so going to get to do one of these games here with the California Halos, game number 4 of this 5-game set so far. The Panners have taken the first 3. Goldpanners in their camouflage jerseys tonight. The Halos in the black and white jerseys. New scoreboard in effect here, so they're working on the video board part of it now, and it's looking great. So I know they just got that going, so it's great to see the new scoreboard in play here at Growden. Big sign on there that says Bill and Edie Stroker Midnight Sun Game. Goldpanners. It's kind of different seeing that when you drive down First Avenue and you come to the Goldpanner field. See the back of it. It is huge. Nice crowd on hand here. UAF Alumni Night tonight. A lot of UAF alumni in town as they always have a great reunion up here in Fairbanks. And we are getting ready to get this one underway. Again, Goldpanners right now 3-0 against the Halos. Halos would like to put an end to that streak. Panners last night with another walk-off victory to secure the 3rd win in 3 games. On the mound tonight is Garrett Erickson for the Panners. And he comes in firing strikes. Again, Dash Lopez, your left fielder, first up for the Halos. If that's not a baseball name, I don't know if that's a nickname or if that was given to him at birth, but he was destined to play baseball. And that one, little chopper to the second baseman, and Dash put on the burners there, called out for out number 1.
Now up to bat for the Halos.
Tanner Belkowski, the shortstop, will step in now for for the Halos. Golden Days week, kind of a little night off for the Golden Days activities today. Wow, that one is shot right back at the pitcher and then hops off the carpet out into the outfield for a base hit for Belkowski.
Now up to bat for the Halos, it's number 31.
And that'll bring up Espinoza. Third baseman for the Halos. Halos with a player coach. We'll see if he'll end up coming into the game. And this one up the middle, little floater. Shortstop gets a piece of it, able to knock it down, but both runners able to stand up safely now with the runners at first and second for the Halos. Kind of a tough shot, having a backhand it coming way across was Ewing for the Panners. And now your cleanup batter, Nathan Massis, designated hitter in the 4 spot. With runners at first and second. And that one high for ball 1 from Erickson. It called for rain earlier, but These clouds don't look too threatening at all, so warm night here with wind blowing out. And that one called strike one. 2-1 now with one down. So you can see all the bunch of pylons and everything out on First Avenue as they're going to be blocking that off for the Golden Days Parade tomorrow that starts at 10 a.m. across the street at the Carlson Center. And strike two called. Evens the count at 2-2. Erickson would like to deliver a double play ball here now with a 2-2 count. One down here in the first, and that one off the handle, out of play. Watch out in the bleachers. And
that foul ball is brought to you by the Goldpanners.
Rolls right to a lucky young fan.
East Highway across from the Alaska Pipeline viewpoint.
Puts his hand up, shows his souvenir. These two teams will wrap up their series tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. And a swing and a miss for the first strikeout for Erickson. So Macis goes down swinging.
Now up to bat for the Halos.
And now Hector Pena, the right fielder, comes in with two down, but runners at first and second. Yeah, if you'd like to do some advertising up on that scoreboard, they would love to have some advertisers up there. And a swing and a miss for strike one. 0-1 the count. You know, you don't really notice how old the old scoreboard looks until you get something brand new put up next to it, and then you're kind of like, that's an old one. But at least it worked.
Yeah.
And it wasn't someone out there flipping numbers.
And I thought that one was big.
Right? Yeah, we think that was big. This scoreboard definitely giant. We'll have to see what happens if somebody sends one off of it, a home run off it. I'm sure that's been tested.
Yeah.
1-2 the count. Two down. See if Erickson can take care of this one and leave these two runners on. Get that one, the end of the bat. Shortstop, nobody to give it to, and the bases will get loaded here. So nobody there at second was the out, but second baseman came across trying to get that one
Now to bat
in
for
Barango.
number 66, Alex Telemonte.
And now we've got bases loaded with two outs. So we'll call that a hit because I mean it was just good cover by Barango, but the second baseman, or excuse me, by Ewing, but Barango had come across and couldn't get back to get the out. And a strike one called. Down low into the dirt. 1-1 with two outs and bases loaded. Good job by Ratfield. That gets past him. You almost look at two scoring. That was a tough hop, having to backhand it. And that one right back to the pitcher's glove. Good reflexes by Erickson. Man, hot shot right back to the glove. So the Halos get three on there, but they leave the bases loaded. So the Panners get out of trouble on that one. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0.
Panners surrender an error. Hit to the bottom of the first, scoreless. Make sure you're on the lookout for our Lions Club representatives that are selling 50-50 tickets. Make sure you get them. It's $1 a ticket, 6 for $5, or an arm's length for $10. They'll be selling them all the way through the 6th inning, and they will pull the winning ticket number in the 7th inning. Leading off for your
And welcome back. Friday night baseball here. Alaska Goldpanner baseball taking on the California Halos. Goldpanners get out of a jam in the top of the first. Bases loaded, but 2 down. Alex Telemonte sends a line shot. Laser right back to the pitcher, but quick reflexes by Erickson just to get the glove out on it and to get out of the jam. Domingo Gaxiola, the pitcher for the Halos, and Eric Smelko will lead off for the Goldpanners, left-handed batter. And that one low for ball 2. Sunshine's starting to come out. I know they called the game the other day due to darkness. First time.
That wasn't a midnight second.
Yeah, and it wasn't that late. It was just the clouds that were here were so dark. And that was after the rain delay. Now we got some sunshine. Beautiful day yesterday in Fairbanks. Anchorage finally saw a nice day, and they're back to their normal summer today and tomorrow. Three and 1 the count on Smelko, the center fielder for the Panners. 5'9", 185-pound junior out of Cal State Dominguez Hills. And he takes ball 4. So Gaxiola walks. First batter he faces, Nathan Ewing, shortstop for the Panners. Panners really making some roster changes, a lot of injuries so far in the season, but able to fill some spots and continue playing some great baseball. We'll see how that sun affects them out in right field. If you can look at the shadows, it looks like it's going to be right in their eyes with the shadows. So, they're going to flare one out that way. You can even see the kid out there looking for the foul ball, lost it in the sun. So, and the wind still blows out. And the anomaly of light rain falling with the sunshine and stolen base as that one gets past the catcher. So Smelko it's on with the walk, and then will that go officially as a stolen base? So it got past the catcher.
Stolen base, well, wild pitch, not a pass.
So now runner at second. And this one to the shortstop. You're going to check the runner. He's going to stay. And they get the out at first. And Ewing. Logan Drummond, the left fielder. Now up for Alaska.
Is number 13, Logan Drummond.
Yeah, those numbers are tough to pick up on the camouflage jersey. I'm colorblind, and red and blacks are the ones. So nice thing with the new scoreboard, they've got the number of the batter and a picture of him up there. I'm sure they'll be doing several classes on the new video board. Here's a high popper. Everybody calling for it. Shortstop's going to call everybody off, and he will take it. Beltkowski calls for it, and that's out number 2. And Drummond pops out.
Number 28, Donovan Ratfield.
Donovan Ratfield, the Panner catcher, comes up with a runner in scoring position. And you can feel the breeze now changing direction and blowing in, and just lightly sprinkling. Must be darker clouds behind us that we can't see out of the press box here. Like the wind completely changed direction too, but the flags show going the other way. So we'll say it's swirling. 1-0 with 2 down. Smelko at second. Strike 1 called. Evens the count 1-1. Getting the Halos loaded the bases in the top of the first inning, but unable to get one across. Panners have had quite a few walk-off homers to win several games this season, 2 against the Blackfins. It's kind of nice they got a late game tomorrow so you can enjoy the Golden Days Parade. The street fair is going on downtown Fairbanks, and center fielder's going to have to go for it. He dives, unable to come up with it, and runner going to score and go into second with a stand-up double is Donovan Ratfield and an RBI. Telemonte really put on the speed there and had to lay out for it and just off the end of his glove. So 1 run across for the Goldpanners. Eddie Alfaro coming up to return to the MAC.
How old is that boy? I have him in 1906. He was born on the first pitch of the Midnight Sun.
And a strike 1 called.
I guess Stacy would know the
Fun night the other night with the Philly Fanatic, but rain kind of putting a damper on that affair, but was still out here entertaining the crowd during the rain delay. Fans stuck around, all able to get their pictures with him. And now the rain really starting to come down. Welcome to Fairbanks, Alaska. Man, it must be a little bit darker behind us than this one. Fouled out into the parking lot. Let's just hope it's a passing little shower. Savoy, the catcher, reaches out for that one. Boy, that gets by. Maybe another Panner run scores as the umbrellas start getting broke out here at Growden. And that one low for ball 2, evens it up 2-2 with a runner at second and 2 outs. Man, I'm watching a bee fly around down here. 4th of July, got stung 5 times. Discovered 2 bees' nests at my yard. Apparently they weren't happy with me. Pitcher takes a look at the runner, and here's a shot. That one is going to get out of here. That's a 2-run homer for Eddie Alfaro. Ratfield comes across, and the Panners now lead 3-0. Eddie Alfaro with a 2-run homer. No question really about that one. Left fielder Lopez turns around, takes a look at that one. And now Barango, second baseman tonight for the Panners. Barango now had a home run last night, I think, to tie things in the bottom of the 9th. And here's a shot. And that's going to get over the right fielder, and Barango going to trot into second with a stand-up double. Barango, a little stir there, feeding him. Kobe Williams now, the third baseman, will come up. And we're going to get a trip out to the mound right now. See if that's going to be enough, but pretty early right now. But now facing his 7th batter. Crowd getting restless. Nobody in the bullpen, so if they were thinking of replacing him, it would be somebody coming cold right out of the dugout, but they're going to leave Gaxiola out there. Sophomore out of Ventura College. Now with Kobe Williams, your third baseman, in the 7th spot. Panners with a 3-0 lead. Nice cut, but it's underneath that one for strike 1. And the sunshine comes back. That one fouled back and out of play.
That foul ball was brought to you by Advanced Family Dentistry.
Quite a few people over at the sand volleyball courts playing. Friday night sand volleyball going on. 0-2 the count with 2 outs and a runner at second. Gaxiola watching the runner. This one's going to stay down onto the shortstop. Gets the throw across for out number 3, but the Panners put up 3 here in the bottom of the first and lead 3-0 as we go to the second.
Number up on that new scoreboard. That number is 3. The Goldpanners lead 3-0 as we head to the top of the second inning.
Getting super freaky on a Friday night here at Goldpanner Field. Panners put up 3 in the bottom of the first. Wind still swirling around. Rain trying to figure out what it's going to do. Ground ball with a shortstop and an easy out. Savoy
now up to bat for the Halos,
grounds out.
52, Jorge Rodarte.
Jorge Rodarte now in for Alaska. Or excuse me, for the Halos. Rodarte, your first baseman. Fastball for strike 1. Erickson with 1 strikeout. Got out of a jam in that first inning with the bases loaded. And Talamonte sent a rocket back at him right in the glove, and that one just outside. Makes it 1-2. Yeah, there's a base hit. So Rodarte will get on.
For the Halos is number 9, Nick Miller.
Second baseman, Nick Miller. Steps in now for the California Halos. Miller, a sophomore at Fresno State. I'll have to find out. I'm not sure. Are the Goldpanners going to be in the parade tomorrow?
Yes, they are.
The Panners will be. Are they going to be in a float or just marching?
They're marching. They always just march.
They're marching. Okay.
They will have Happy Boy there as a special guest.
Happy Boy will be in the parade tomorrow.
He'll get lost somewhere. The wrong turn.
That's a long walk for Happy Boy. So yeah, Goldpanners will be in the parade tomorrow. So find yourself along the parade route between the Carlson Center and through downtown Fairbanks. They're going to probably be giving away, I would have to think, bubble gum for candy, I would guess. So it's always a good tradition. Bring them out. That'll be their afternoon walkthrough. What's that parade route? Probably 3-4 miles?
It's 2 miles.
2 miles?
Yeah.
All right. And Miller gets on via the walk.
Back to the top of the lineup for the
First
Halos,
walk for
batting
Erickson.
number 0, Dash Lopez.
Back to the top of the order with Dash Lopez, grounded out his first at bat. So again, the parade starts tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. It'll start across the street at the Carlson Center. Downtown, they'll have the grandstands all set up. I was wondering if they had all these bleachers that they're all sitting up over here on trailers. I thought they were going to tow them down. Now another one back to the pitcher. Gets the first one at second and turns the double play and gets out of the inning. And again, Erickson helps his own cause there. Another hot shot back to him as he has some fun and starts out the double play. And that will do it for the top of the first. Leaving one on there are the Halos, still trailing 3-0 to the Panners. All right, just got an update. The bleachers will not be downtown, so I'm sure they have some other ones set up because they usually have a grandstand, kind of a viewing area right through 2nd Avenue, where Glenner will be the parade commentator. Panners lead this one 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the second with Tyler Richardson up. Richardson, your right fielder. 5'10", 195, junior out of UCCS Colorado Springs. 1-1 the count. And this one maybe going to go off the roof.
Heads up, hit the roof.
Bounces off the roof and out of play for
That ball is brought to you by Advanced Family Dentistry.
strike number 2. Again, UAF Alumni Night. Pretty much a different night for everybody throughout the season. Tomorrow night, Denali State Bank Night. And here's a shot, and that one, center fielder on his horse, and watch out, almost collides with the right fielder. Boy, he had his eyes on it the whole way. Good job by calling him off. Pena takes it.
For your Goldpanners.
Talamante, though, hustling away over there. So Richardson with a long pop fly for out number 1. And now former North Pole Patriot Alex Garcia bats in the 9 spot, playing first base tonight. And he looks at strike 1. See Alex's mom in the stands tonight. Saw her on her way in. So I got here to the game. Kind of nice when you get to come back home, play in front of your family, and enjoy some of that home cooking. And he's going to deliver a base hit. So Garcia gets on. Go back to the top of the order here with Eric Smelko, who got on via the walk and ended up scoring in the bottom of the first. One of the 3 runs. Jason Aldean is walk-up music. 1 down on the bottom of the second. So yeah, spend your day downtown tomorrow at the street fair. That wraps up at 5. And Garcia going to have to go back to first. Taking a look at the signs from his third base coach. 0-1 the count. Now some darker clouds kind of moving in from behind us. And that one off to handle. Strike 2. Panners will have Sunday off. And then right back at things on Monday. Garcia going to go again, and a little golf shot. And Talamante gets that one, and Garcia is going to get tagged out there for double play. He's going to have a conversation with the third base coach. So the Panners will strand 1, but they continue the lead here. 3-0 as we go to the top of the third.
8-3 double play.
look from? Guess he looks from Fairbanks. You born in Fairbanks? There we go.
I thought Milton was from up north. Now at the back of the California Halos here in the top of the third. It's number 15, Tanner Beltkowski.
All right, we are back. Going in the top of the third. Panners lead this one 3-0. Tanner Beltkowski will lead things off here for the Halos. Beltkowski with a base hit, his first at bat, and he's going to send that one right to the shortstop. Ewing makes easy work of that.
Now up to bat for the Halos is number 31, Brian Espinoza.
Espinoza also with a base hit, his first at bat, but stranded as the Halos filled the bases but left it full. Oh, look, they got Andrew, the public address announcer, and DJ up on the scoreboard now. John Huff with Alaska Universal Productions.
NFL ball is brought to you by the Goldpanners.
Working with the crew here on the scoreboard. And there I am from back in the winter. Get a summer shot. I know. Back when I was doing something up at Skiland with the, they had the state ski races here, the downhill races. That one too. Garcia will handle that one for out number 2.
Another one.
Now up to bat for the Halos is number
Nathan
26,
Massis, the
Nathan
designated
Massis.
hitter, struck out his first at bat. Comes up with nobody on and 2 down, with the Halos trailing by 3 in the top of the third. Whoa, watch out. Erickson, that one way behind the pitcher. And Hector Pena, the on-deck batter, will come get that one. Boy, that took a weird hop. It was behind the batter and then came down the first baseline. Ooh, inside for ball 2. And this time delivers a fastball, swing and a miss for strike 1. And high, ball 3. On Nathan Massis, junior from San Diego Christian. Looks like you got somebody working with a band, and here's a shot, and that one's gonna get out of here. No, it's gonna go foul. Boy, that looked like it had enough on it, but falls foul. One hop to the fence, and that loads the count up. As the wind now brings the barbecue smoke up into the booth. Right? No boiled hot dogs here. And there's a shot in that one right to the third baseman. Williams for out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the third with the Goldpanners leading by 3.
Another scoreless inning. We head to the bottom of the third. Still 3-0 Goldpanners.
And welcome back. Panners leading by 3. Hey, they switched the pitcher up. There we go. Nathan Ewing. Out number 1. Shortstop takes care of that one.
Now up to bat for your Goldpanners is number 13.
Logan Drummond, the left fielder, popped out his first at bat. Left-handed hitter. Strike 1 called. Oh, and 2 the count. Now on Drummond. Monday night, Seekins Ford Lincoln night. Stop by your Seekins dealership. Pick up your free tickets for Monday's game. And Tuesday night, you've got McKinley Orthopedic, Sports Medicine, and Spine. Yesterday, they did a free sports physicals for high school athletes, all ages, though, because there was kids as young as second graders there that have to get sports physicals, and they're going to say that one was foul first. So staying alive with a 1 and 2 count. Over 400 student athletes in there yesterday getting sports physicals free from McKinley's Orthopedic. We did a live broadcast on the K-Wolf where I do the morning show. And, man, there was a huge line when I got there at 3. They started, I got there just a little bit before 3, but the line was about 75 people, but they got them moving through there. So stop by McKinley Orthopedic on Geist Road right across from Hutchinson High School for free tickets for Tuesday night. They're the official sports medicine providers for the Fairbanks North Starborough School District and the Alaskan Annex. I'm not sure if they're the official ones for the Goldpanners. I would have to imagine. They do a lot. They've got an imaging center over there, physical therapy, great staff, and ball 4. As Drummond gets on via the walk. Second walk given up by Gaxiola and Ratfield. Ratfield with a double and an RBI and a run scored in the first inning. And there goes the Golden Days jail. Double play opportunity possibly, but unable to get it out of the glove at second, so 1 down. As Drummond gets thrown out.
Now up to bat for your Goldpanners is number 5, Eddie Alfaro.
Eddie Alfaro with the home run, his first at bat. 2-run shot in the bottom of the first. See if he can do it again with Ratfield on at first. And Ratfield's going to take off, and he's going to get an easy steal. 2 outs, and now a runner in scoring position. Ratfield out there dancing around. That one a one-hopper off the catcher's chest protector, able to keep it in front of him. rubber ducky race tomorrow. Still have an opportunity to pick up your rubber ducky tickets. They drop them into the Chena River at 3 o'clock. It's always fun just to watch them dump it in. They've got a front end loader with all the ducks in it. They just dump it off the Wendell Street Bridge and down the Chena they go. And then they've got a little stopper down there at the Cushman Street Bridge. Tons of cash and some great prizes up for grabs. For the $10 tickets, if your duck comes in first, you can win $10,000. If you buy a $5 ticket and your duck comes in first, that's $5,000. And a ton of other great prizes from a lot of local businesses. And cash prizes throughout. I think total there's going to be 83 winning ducks. Hopefully mine is one of those. There's a chopper. Shortstop, quick release, and gets out number 3. Panners will leave 1 on, and we'll go to the top of the 4th. Panners continue to lead here, 3-0.
Goldpanners are still leading 3-0 as we head to the top of the 4th inning. Hey, Danny, you got a door prize that you can give away?
I do. Let's see. So for some UAF swag, get out those blue raffle tickets. I'm going to say the last 3 numbers, and alumni is giving out some UAF swag. So the last 3 numbers of this winning ticket, it's so quiet right now, is 721. 721. If you got that winning ticket, head down to the alumni booth to claim your prize.
All right, we're back, and here's a grounder to the second baseman. Man, off balance throw, but gets the out.
Now up to bat.
So Pena ground out
Alex Telemonte.
for the first out. Telemonte. He's the one that came up with the bases loaded. Sent that hot shot right back to the pitcher. Top of the 4th. 4 hits for the Panners, 3
Heads up over
for the Halos.
The foul ball brought to you by Spalding Chiropractic.
So again, it's UAF Alumni Night. See UAF alumni Darrell Lewis in the stands tonight, former Alaska Nanook basketball player on the board now, the alumni board up there at UAF, living in Denver, Colorado, former newsman up here for a number of years in Fairbanks. And here's a shot right field, and that's going to get away as right fielder Richardson loses footing, but able to get that one in quickly. So a stand-up double for Telemonte.
Now up to bat for the Halos is number 19, Jacob Savoy.
For Richardson, and man, he went down. I don't know if he was intentionally diving or he just lost his footing. Grass is going to be a little wet. We did have a little bit of rain. And now Jacob Savoy will come up with 1 out and a runner at second. Again, these two teams will finish up this series tomorrow night at 7. Then the Panners with Sunday off and back to the ballpark on Monday. Changing the schedule. I'm waiting to hear back from GM Lorkey on who's going to be coming in here. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. Getting a little darker. Looks like it may be raining a little bit again. Let's see if the center fielder can get to that one on his wheels, and that's going to bounce to the fence. 1 run is going to score. And the Halos put 1 up on the board here in the top of the 4th as Savoy comes up with a double and an RBI.
Now up to
1
bat
out.
for the Halos is number 52, Jorge Rodarte.
Nice long shot right there over Smelko's head. Bounces off the fence. 1 run in now for the Halos. That's Jorge Rodarte, the first baseman. Comes up with 1 out and a runner at first. And that one just foul. A little blooper down the first baseline.
That foul ball is brought to you by Hometown Physical Therapy.
So we've got the Pro-Am All-Stars from Southern California. Will be taking the place of the Catawba Valley Stars, so they'll be here for 4 games, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All 4 of those at 6:30. So again, Monday, Seekins Ford Lincoln night. Stop by Seekins Ford and pick up your free tickets over there. And Tuesday night, McKinley Orthopedic Sports Medicine and Spine. They've got your free tickets. They're on Geist Road right across from Hutchinson High School. Whoa, watch out. Woo, Garcia has to reach out for that one. Able to keep the runner on, but a good job by Erickson on the mound. Comes off of him. Able to keep it down at his feet and come up with the out for out number 2.
This is number 9, Nick Miller.
Nick Miller, the second baseman. Got on via the walk in his first at bat. 5 hits now in the contest for the California Halos. Getting no action in either bullpen yet. Again, thanks to Alaska Universal Productions, John Huff helping out getting the scoreboard going, and a little check swing goes right back to the pitcher. He'll just underhand it right over to Alex Garcia for out number 3. Halo is able to put 1 on, 3-run as we go to the bottom of the 4th.
Head to the middle of the 4th.
Don't forget to check out the Frosty Moon concession stand. They got brownie a la mode and apple pie.
merchandise booth. You get your Goldpanners swag. They got t-shirts, tank tops, jerseys, sweaters, pins, lanyards. We even got the coveted kazoos as well. And hats.
This is a public service announcement.
Now up to bat for your Goldpanners is number 9, Ty Barango.
3-1, your Panners lead as we go to the bottom of the fourth. 5 hits now for the California Halos, 4 for your Alaska Goldpanners. Ty Barango. With a stand-up double, his first at bat. Takes strike 1. Originally, the forecast for this weekend was supposed to be temperatures in the high 70s, maybe 80s, but it's changed. I think there was a storm came in from southwest, and it's really messed up Anchorage as well because they were hoping to get some sunshine. And this is a little floater, and that's going to fall in for a base hit, and the outfielder drops it. Barango's going to round first, but stay there. So Barango now 2 for 2.
Up to bat for your Goldpanners is number 31, Colby Williams.
Your officiating crew tonight behind home plate, Scott Ginger. First base umpire, Dan Angelo. And over at third, Anthony Hawk. Panners with a runner at first and no outs. Yeah, and here comes the steal, and they're going to get him. Nice throw by the catcher, Savoy. So Barango gets thrown out. And Williams will stay in with a 1-0 count. Nice tag by the shortstop. And this one's probably going to fall. Let's see if the first baseman can get there. He kind of gave up. I think the second baseman thought he might have had it. Well, the Panners. Yeah, it's kind of blooping that in. Rodarte, I think, might have had a chance at it, but kind of gave up. I think the second baseman may have called him off. And Richardson now. Richardson popped out in his first at bat. As a seagull makes its way across, looking for some popcorn. Man, if you go anywhere else, seagulls like that on the East Coast in New Jersey on the boardwalk and stuff, they'll just come take your hot dogs and your popcorn right out of your hands. I mean, there's no fear. And if you go down to Homer, they'll just poop on you because they hang around the cleaning tables. I've actually had a bald eagle unload on me at a cleaning table one time. It was not good. They are big birds. They are big birds. We'll say that. They leave a mess. Just what you wanted to hear tonight at the Goldpanner game. 3-1. Panner lead. Runner on at first. And 1 out. And that one on high and inside for ball 2. Williams on at first. And another steal attempt here by the Panners. And this time, wow. And boy, he may have jammed his wrist going down on that one. Here's a shortstop, Beltkowski. He's going to shake it off. Actually, is that second baseman Miller? That's Miller at second, so he was the one going for that one. Still kind of flexing his elbow. I don't know if it's elbow or shoulder. Looked mainly like his elbow got jammed as he went down on it. But now over at second with a stolen base is Williams. And one out. Strike two called. And Richardson was ready to take a walk down the first baseline. He thought it was ball 4 instead. Full count. And again, still no action in either bullpen. This time Richardson will get on via the walk. Third walk now by Dominic Gaxiola.
Number 11, Alex Garcia.
Alex Garcia comes up with runners at first and second, and one out. Garcia with a base hit, his first at bat. What was that piece of trivia we had earlier on Happy Boy? How old is Happy Boy?
118 years old, born the very game, the same day as the first Midnight Sun game.
Oh, Happy Boy was born the same day as the very first Midnight Sun game. So that makes him 118?
It does. It's easy to remember.
He's the oldest mascot on the planet then, probably. He looks pretty fresh. Especially when you see him out there in the shorts and the Hawaiian shirt.
All in gold keeps him young.
Yeah. And watch for him tomorrow in the Golden Days Parade. And this one's going to go up over the press box. For strike number 2. 1-2 the count on former North Pole Patriot Alex Garcia. Garcia now playing for Butte College. 5'11", 170 in his sophomore season there. And that one outside. Evens it up 2-2. So I'm not sure when the construction will be to take down the old scoreboard. Not sure what they'll do with that. I wonder if they'll move it over to like a Little League field or something. So it'll stay up this season. I mean, it's still usable. We know it works. Boy, I bet the Softball Association would probably like to get a hold of that too somewhere. A couple softball parks around and see. Tough one to handle for Rodarte. 2-2 the count as Garcia stays alive. Runners at first and second. Panners with the walk-off homer win last night. Lead this 5-game series 3-0. As the barbecue smoke wafts up again. Outside, good job by Savoy, keeping that in front of him. One out, full count on Alex Garcia. Williams at second and Richardson at first. Check swing, ball 4. And now Panners with the bases loaded. Back-to-back walks for Gaxiola. That loads it up for Alaska with 1 out. And still nobody in either team's bullpen. You do have one guy working with a band over there on the Halos side of things. Stretching out. We'll have a meeting at the mound between Savoy and Gaxiola. So just for those people who may already have picked up their free tickets, on those tickets, of course, they print those out at the beginning of the season. They will still be good for the games coming up next week. Just a different team on there. California All-Stars. Or the Pro-Am All-Stars. Good that they're able to find a team to come in kind of with a last-minute cancellation by the Catawba squad. Want to know the count now on Smelko. Smelko with a walk in the first and get into a double play. And runners are going to tag. They're going to send it over to third and in with the diving and safe, and a run's going to score. As Williams comes in to score, and Smelko ends up over at second with an RBI. So now Richardson over to third, Garcia. Ewing up at bat. Double check something. What happened to? Oh, Smelko popped out. Excuse me, not a double. That's Garcia over at second. So RBI in the pop out. So Garcia now is over at second. Ewing 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs. One and one the count. Hot shot to the second baseman. Boy, makes it interesting, but gets the out. The Panners will strand 2, but they'll get another one across here in the bottom of the 4th and now lead 4-1 as we go to the top of the 5th. All right, top of the fifth, Panners lead 4-1. Dash Lopez, your leadoff batter. We'll start things out here. Trailing by 3, Panners now. 6 hits, 1 error, 4 runs. Halos with 5 hits and 1 run. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. Dash is looking to go deep with that one. And that one all the way back into the picnic area behind Growden. Wildlife out of, we got pigeons flying around, seagulls coming in. Nice scoop there by the second baseman. Well, that's not easy by Barango.
Now to bat for the Halos is number 15, Tanner Beltkowski.
Tanner Beltkowski, the shortstop, now up. Barango plays that hop perfect. Well, the turf will get replaced at the end of the season. What did I see? Was that turf's been here since '84, I believe?
84, 85.
So you think that's some pretty durable stuff when you start thinking about your carpet in your house.
Yeah.
If you've got carpet from '84, it's time to change your orange shag out. It's probably you're 20 years overdue for changing that. But yeah, this is really held up pretty well. Especially considering how harsh the winters can be. That one's swatted foul down the third baseline. 1-2 count. One and two the count here on Tanner Beltkowski. Beltkowski 1 for 2 so far in this one. Ooh, that one off the pitcher's glove, slowed it down. Let's see, second baseman with it, and he's going to hang on to it. And getting on is Beltkowski.
Now up to bat for the Halos is number 31, Brian Espinoza.
Brian Espinoza, 1 for 2. With a base hit in the first and a ground out in the third inning for the California Halos. Now we've got some action over in the Halos bullpen, kind of just watching behind the screen right now. And a strike one called. Tanner Beltkowski, the shortstop over at first base. Outside evens it up at 1-1. Again, the Goldpanners will be in the Golden Days parade tomorrow. And that one fouled out of play. Two and two the count. We'll take a look. So then a runner back and whoo, just getting in there. It's safe. And that one gets past the catcher. Now runners at first and, well, we got a runner at second, so
That was a strikeout, the pass ball, you're in.
Espinoza with a
Now,
strikeout
for the Halos is number 26,
as the rain starts to come down again. But Belkowski now over at second. The rain coming down pretty good. And the runner's going to go, and unable to get it out of his glove. Is Ratfield. And now Belkowski trying to get something going for the Halos with a stolen base. 2 down, 0-1 count. Now it's really coming down. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. As you see the beer garden heading over to the sheltered area wisely. I think it's going to be a short-lived shower, I'm thinking. I'm hoping. One and two. John Huff must have been right by the speaker. Right. This one fouled off and out of play. We got some rowdies here tonight. We got some rowdies tonight. I love it.
Friday night we'll do that.
Yeah. You know what? That's great. As they keep it, you know,
It's baseball.
yeah. I mean, we kind of like him at the Goldpanner games. At the comedy shows, not as much. It was good to have a little lighthearted fun, and you hear a lot of people laughing down there, so enjoying it. And that one fouled down the third baseline, staying alive. Nathan Massis, designated hitter, 0 for 2 tonight. Twos across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And strike 3 called. And the Halo is going to leave the runner stranded at third. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th with the Panners leading 4-1.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Still 4-1 in favor of your Goldpanners.
I'd like to give a shout out to a couple more alums. We got Bart LeBon. We have Chris Carlson, who is part of the Goldpanners. He does the camera for the live stream. We have Fabi Sadal, who is a Goldpanner board member. We have Anoop Prakash, who's the UAF provost. And we also have my math professor, Professor Bowman, in the crowd. So we gonna cheer for all the alums in the crowd one more time?
runners here in the bottom of the fifth. It's number 13, Logan.
All right, welcome back as we go to the bottom of the fifth. New pitcher in for the California Halos, number 25, Nolan Moreau. Dominic Gaxiola goes 4 complete. Gives up 6 hits and 4 runs. 3 walks, no strikeouts. And up for Alaska, Logan Drummond. Drummond popped out his first at bat and then got on via the walk. And he swings at a low one for strike 2. And the hole quick 0-2. Again, the weather continues to change. Sunshine, rain, stops raining. And that one down the first baseline. Going to hang on to it and come up with the out is Rodarte. Rodarte, a freshman from Oxnard College.
Now up to bat for your Goldpanners is number 28, Donovan Ratfield.
Ratfield with a double and an RBI and a run scored in the first inning. And a base hit in the second. See if he can keep this streak going with 1 out. Looks at strike 1. Again tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. And that one back off the netting. It's been a busy week in Fairbanks with just so much going on with Golden Days. Next week's almost going to be a nice chance to just breathe, because we went from solstice week to 4th of July weekend right into Golden Days. It seems like everything has just been jam-packed. So we got next week, but we got Goldpanner baseball every night next week, I believe. Yeah, as we get down towards the end of the season, so we got a full week of baseball. So if you've been missing Goldpanner games due to all the other activities going on in Fairbanks, make sure to come out next week. Panners with Sunday off. 2 outs now with Eddie Alfaro. So Moreau comes in and gets a strikeout. Alfaro, designated hitter in the 5 spot, with a home run, a 2-run shot in the first inning, and then ground out in the bottom of the 3rd. Sidearm for Moreau. 2-0 the count. Ooh. Boy, that one coming from that sidearm left-handed pitch to go inside and brush the batter back. And delivers strike 1. 3-1 the count. Nobody on, 2 outs. Panners with a 4-1 lead in the bottom of the 5th. UAF Alumni Night. And ball 4.
This is a public service announcement.
Ty
Barango
Number 9, Ty Barango.
with a double in the first. And they got on with a base hit and then got thrown out.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Jay-Z, the walk-up music for Ty Barango. had mentioned the free sports physicals for all high school student athletes. It's good for middle schoolers and elementary school kids as well over at McKinley Orthopedic Sports Medicine and Spine. They're going to do another one Monday, July 31st from 3 till 7 p.m. So if you got a high school athlete or a student athlete here in the Fairbanks area, it's open to all kids in the Fairbanks North Star Borough. And I'm sure if you came in from Delta or Healy, they would not say no. They did over 400 of them last Thursday. So a lot of student athletes getting ready, and they're good for the entire school year. And you have to have one even just to try out for sports. So a lot of the fall sports getting ready to start up. They start well before school starts. Volleyball, football, cross-country running, flag football. Got to meet quite a few of the athletes. So a great thing by McKinley Orthopedic Sports Medicine and Spine is that one is going to get out of play. For strike one. And it was good, was talking to one of the doctors over there, and they're like, yeah, if you had one last year and you're not sure when you got it, you don't want to wait, because if it expires, say in the middle of the season and you're unaware, it could catch up to you and you won't be able to play. And it'll be McKinley Orthopedic Sports Medicine and Spine night here Tuesday night. We'll take on the Pro-Am All-Stars out of California. Stepping in for Catawba. The Catawba Valley Stars canceled at the last minute, but great job by GM John Lorkey to get a replacement team in here. I mean, I guess you gotta have contacts all over to find out if there's a team. Hey, do you have to have 4 nights that you can come to Alaska?
Yeah, that was amazing.
This one's gonna come off the
Heads
roof.
up behind the grandstand, heads up, and at the roof, heading towards the concession stand. That ball is brought to you by the Goldpanners. Go for the gold, stay for the fun.
Boy,
Goldpanners.
wouldn't it be something if we could get the bananas up here? Man, that is just taking over. It's just like Globetrotters on the baseball field. I saw one highlight from the Savannah Bananas where a dude was on stilts. He was like 7 feet tall, and they still had to pitch to him. And he got a hit, but watching him run down the first baseline was just nuts. But pretty crazy, this. Kind of the new way. But, man, they were packing them in. And I know some friends were down there, and some people were like, oh, no, you got to go see him. They're going, you cannot get a ticket. And that one fouled against the netting. Barango stays alive. Full count. 2 down with a runner. And Eddie Alfaro at first base. And some of the games I've called and some of the games I've come and watched, some of the games I've watched on the PannerVision. And another one going to come up behind us. This Goldpanner team, I mean, they seem to have a lot of fun with each other out there. They're pretty light, you know, but they're putting together some big wins, getting some walk-off wins. But it seems like they've gelled pretty quickly, being thrown together from wherever, and a couple guys having to fill in for some of the injured players. Probably starts up at the top with Lorkey fielding the team and Brett Latchman, the head coach, Carlos Gonzalez, Jack Gonzalez, and Logan Smith, the assistants. And Moreau gives up his first walk. And Barango now down to first, and now Alfaro at second with 2 outs. And Kobe Williams ground out in the first inning and then got on with a base hit in the 4th, stole base, and then scored. Got Ginger not ready, now steps in, he's ready to go. And here's a shot. Ooh, left fielder will come up with out number 3. Boy, he took a step in and then realized he had to get back, but gets it in Lopez. So the Panners will strand 2, and we will go to the top of the 6th with the Panners leading 4-1.
Yes, I do. We got another door prize.
All righty, we've got a new pitcher for the Panners and a new hitter here for the Halos. Tommy Frutos comes in for Hector Pena.
Hey, turn the mic down, the wireless. And tell Danny to turn his mic off.
Yeah, a new pitcher for the Panners in Parker Smith, 6'2", 205, sophomore from Gonzaga. And Tommy Frutos ahead now, 3-0. Man, just got a Goldpanner hot dog delivered up here. These things are huge. They stick out 3 inches on both sides of the bun. And ball 4. So Frutos will start things off with a walk.
Now to bat for the Halos is number 66, Alex Telemonte.
Parker Smith coming in relief and walks his first batter. Erickson leaves for the Goldpanners, giving up 6 hits, 1 run, just 1 walk and 1 strikeout in his time on the hill. And a curveball down into the dirt. Up the middle. Ooh, gets just past the shortstop. And we got another. So Talamonte comes up with the base hit. And that moves Frutos over to third. So Talamonte now 2 for 3. Sent the line ball or line shot to the pitcher in the first, got a double, and scored a run. Or yeah, he scored a run in the fourth. Now gets on with a base hit, no outs with runners at the corners. Savoy gets a piece of that one. Wow, the left fielder having a tough time with that. One run's going to score, and they're going to hold him at third. So Frutos will score. Savoy with an RBI single, or excuse me, an RBI double. And now Talamonte over at third.
Number 52, Jorge Rodarte.
And Jorge Rodarte, the first baseman. Base hit and a ground out. And this one, no outs. Boy, the new pitcher right now, Parker Smith, comes in and gives up one run. He's got no outs. And runners at second and third. 4-2, Goldpanner lead. Talamonte over there third. Dancing around, making him think about him. Puts a little pressure here on Ratfield, makes sure nothing gets by him. And here's another shot. Smelko going to get that one easily, or is going to score another run. And we'll get the other runner moved over to third. So now Talamonte comes in. And Rodarte with a RBI.
Now pitch hitting for the California Halos is number 21, Evan Acevedo.
And now another sub in Evan Acevedo. And we'll see if he stays in. Goes to second for McMiller, possibly. So Savoy now over at third. 2 runs in here in the top of the 6th, makes it a 1-run Goldpanner lead. And there's a big swing for strike 1. Strike 2, excuse me. 1 out. Halo's making it interesting right now. And that curveball, whoo, crowd wanted it. Catcher framed it. And was watching the runner at third, but still called for a ball. 1-2 the count. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. Boy, they're looking at the guy on third. So Acevedo strikes out.
Top of the lineup for the Halos. Now batting is number 0, Dash Lopez.
Dash Lopez, your leadoff batter. 0 for 3. 3 groundouts hit into a double play in the second inning. Comes up with a runner at third with 2 down. This one off the handle. And Baringo will take care of that one. Halos put 2 on and make it a 1-run Goldpanner lead as we go to the bottom of the second, 4-3 Alaska. Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th, Panners lead by 1. Halos pick up 2 in the top of the 6th to make it a 1-run lead. 8 hits now for the California Halos with 3 runs. Goldpanners 6 hits, 1 error, and 4 runs. Lolan Moreau will stay on the mound for the Halos, but we do have action in both bullpens. Both teams on their second pitcher of the evening. And that one fouled out of play.
The foul ball is brought to you by Spalding Chiropractic.
Couple kids looking for it. Some negotiation going on out there. Who gets to keep it? Check the negotiation skills. 1-2 the count. Tyler Richardson up for Alaska. Just kind of throws the bat out on that one to stay alive. Richardson popped out his first at bat and then got on with a walk in the bottom of the 4th. Leads things off for the Alaska in the bottom of 6th, and that one outside for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Boy, a couple people out there throwing now in the bullpen area, but 2 players, boy, right on that first base foul line for the Halos. Goldpanners with somebody up and throwing in their bullpen. As you look down the right field line, 328, 315 down the left field line. And that one gets through for a base hit. Turning the corner, but going to hold is Tyler Richardson. And that'll bring up Alex Garcia, your first baseman tonight for the Alaska Goldpanners. Again, these 2 teams will wrap up this 5-game series tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Hopefully the weather will hold out for that completion. Panners will have Sunday off and then back in action on Monday. And they will play 7 nights straight to wrap up the home portion of the season. We'll go Monday to Monday. And that one into the dirt. And Richardson will advance on the passed ball. Good job by Savoy to get back on that one. And just give 1 extra base to Richardson. 0-1 the count on Alex Garcia. Garcia with a base hit and a walk. Batting in the number 9 spot. And is it going to get in there? Yes, it does. Well, the runner kind of got tied up there midway point. Didn't want to get too far off in case they caught it. But we'll still have runners at first and second as Garcia gets on with the base hit. Again, it's kind of dark here with the clouds right now. So tough there for Richardson. And we're going to get another visit to the mound. And this may do it for Moreau. And they are going to signal to the bullpen. So Moreau is going to come out. And there's a bunch of people throwing down there for the Halos. And we'll get the number. So we'll take a little break here as we're going to get a new pitcher. Panners lead this one 4-3 in the bottom of the 6th. All right, pitching change for the Halos. Mikhail Berline will take over now in the bottom of the 6th. 2 runners on for the Goldpanners. Tyler Richardson at second, Alex Garcia at first base. It is just dark looking out here right now. One and one the count. Still players throwing out in the bullpen for the Halos. And time called here as we're going to get another meeting at the mound. So taking a look at the schedule, as I mentioned, tomorrow night, Game 5 of this 5-game series between the Goldpanners and the Halos. Tomorrow night, first pitch at 7 o'clock. Monday night, the Pro-Am All-Stars out of California stepping in for the Catawba Valley Stars. And they'll be here for 4 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then the Goldpanners will wrap up their home portion of the season. The 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and the 24th taking on the San Francisco Seals. So your time is getting short on catching your Alaska Goldpanners. Seals have done a great job coming up here quite a few times, taking on the Goldpanners. Lots of free tickets with a lot of local businesses. And UAF has done hockey night. Now tonight is alumni night. So thanks to all the great sponsors for Goldpanner baseball. Without them, this just doesn't happen. And now nice to see the new scoreboard up and running with the video board running as well. Golden Days will wrap up tomorrow. Catch your Goldpanners in the Golden Days parade. Starts at 10 o'clock across the street at the Carlson Center. Tonight over there at the Carlson Center, roller skating going on again tonight. Every Friday night they've got a different theme night. Last week it was 80s night. Tonight a reggae night. So people have been for a long time saying they need to bring some roller skating back, as we used to have it out at the what is now the Polar Roller. They turned that into a ice arena, and that gets used a ton with all the hockey in Fairbanks. And then we had roller skating at the center, which was then turned into Sears, which is now a U-Haul. So the Carlson Center now is Friday night doing themed roller skating, and 18 and over on Friday nights. And there's a beer and concessions there for those 21 and over. And here's a shot, and that's going to score a run, probably 2. And here comes the second run with a stand-up double. Is Eric Smelko. 2 runs batted in. Boy, and that wipes off the 2 that the Halos put up in the top of the 6th. Boy, just when they started to feel good about things, Goldpanners erased that and put their lead back to 3. And now Nathan Ewing will come up as the rain comes back. And, man, it's just dark, and now it's coming down pretty hard. See how long this goes. The wind continues to blow out. Ball 1 delivered to Nathan Ewing. Ewing 0 for 3, 3 ground outs in the contest. Rain lightening up, though, just a quick little burst. So hopefully it comes to an end. And now, as soon as I say that, it starts to come down a little bit harder. We've seen it all tonight. We saw the sunshine come out for a while. Several passing showers. I mean, when you look over the hills, it's kind of bright over there. You see some blue skies, but right now you got the Lucy cloud over Growden, or the Charlie Brown cloud. 2-1 the count. Again, Mikhail Bernline the new pitcher for the California Halos. Strike 2, fouled out into the beer garden.
Big Daddy's Barbecue.
Now the Rowdies are still in attendance. Big Golden Days softball tournament going on over at the Hezray complex. I know teams from all across the state up here for the Golden Days tournament. Got some. There's a shot. Right fielder going to play that one, and Panners will hold the runner at second. So Smelko will stay at second now. 1 out. Richardson and Garcia both scored for the 2 Panner runs. And now Logan Drummond popped out, got on a walk, and then ground out. And Smelko at second, and here's a line shot. That one's going to get through. Smelko about halfway, then sees it and gets into third. So now runners at the corners for the Goldpanners. Donovan Ratfield. Ratfield 2 for 3. Started things out with a double and an RBI, and then scored himself and a base hit, and then struck out. Rain starting to lighten up a little bit. Off-speed pitch for strike 1. That thing just died. 6-3 Panners. 0-1 the count with 1 out. With Ratfield up. Man, he looks at strike 2. 0-2 the count. Burling comes in relief and gives up 2. Did Parker Smith for the Goldpanners. Outside, ball 1. One and 2 count. Pitch on the way. Watch out. Hot shot. Right over the top of the Halos dugout. Getting runners at the corners. Drummond at first. Smelko at third. Smelko having a solid game, showing why he's that #1 hitter. Here's a shot to the shortstop. And it gets past the second baseman, so they don't get that out. Unable to get the double play opportunity. Would have got him out of the inning. Instead, a run scores. Smelko comes in. Drummond over to third. So now 10 hits for the Goldpanners. 6 runs. Eddie Alfaro. No outs for Alaska. Well, no, there should be 1 out. Ewing hit into an out. And that one gets past the catcher, and Ratfield will get down to second base. So now runners at second and third with 1 out. And Alfaro in the first inning, a home run, a 2-run shot, ground out, and then got on with a double. And now 2 runners ahead of him in scoring position. And that just fouled on the third baseline. Again, if you'd like to get some advertising up on the video board here now on the new scoreboard, just contact the Alaska Goldpanners. Go to their website, check out their Facebook page. It's been a long time coming for that. So some great upgrades every year. New things here at the ballpark. Reaching out to this one and tagging at third. Here comes the throw and thrown over. Now the runner going to get to third. So another run scores. This time in Drummond.
Now up to bat for your Goldpanners is number 9, Ty Barango.
So Barango up now.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho. H to the O3. I used to own snowflakes by
Ratfield at third. Eight 3 Goldpanners. Boy, just when Halos worked their way right back into this thing, it was 4-3 going into the bottom of the 6th, and the Panners have put up 4 and threatening to put another one up with 2 outs. Ty Barango with a 1-1 count. And here's a high drive. Left fielder going to call for that one. Boy, comes right over. Makes it interesting, so the Panners will leave one on, but they'll put 4 across and now lead 8-3. All right, we're back as we go to the top of the 7th. Panners put 4 up in the bottom of the 6th to lead now by 5. Pitching change for Alaska. Logan Redeman now takes to the mound as the rain continues to fall A little bit harder now. So Logan Redeman at the mound. And Tanner Beltkowski
What's up over there, kids?
starts things out here in the top of the 7th. Well, let's hope we can get through this one. Is rain picking up quite a bit now. That one off the glove of the Goldpanners catcher, Donovan Ratfield. As the rain continues to fall. And that one just off the top of Garcia's glove. He got to tap the chest. That's on me, but I don't know. He got a pretty good hop up on that one.
Now up to bat for the Halos is number 31, Brian Espinoza.
So Beltkowski will get on. And Brian Espinoza up. Espinoza, 1 for 3. Base hit, a ground out, and a strikeout. Well, the Halos had found life, cut the lead to 1. It was 4-3 going into the bottom of the 6th, and then Alaska quickly wipes that away. Boy, and Redeman throwing heat. Just outside for ball 1. Get the Goldpanners. You can catch them tomorrow in the Golden Days Parade. Starts at 10 a.m. tomorrow. They'll be walking through the crowd. Sure delivering bubble gum to all the kids. You got the street festival from 9 to 5 tomorrow. Right now out in North Pole is the world's biggest backpack. They're having a huge food truck rally out there with big kids zone with bouncy houses, and most of the proceeds going to the world's biggest backpack, which raises money for school supplies and backpacks for kids in the area that could use some help as they get ready to go back to school next month. And that one off the end of the bat for foul and strike number 2. First baseman Espinoza. So we'll get the stream score updated here. Our producer's intern's out of town, and we're kind of looking for the code on the phone to adjust that. So the score again is 8-3 here in the top of the 7th. Our producer got called into action elsewhere on the field. So he had to take a break, and his intern is out of town. So a lot of the Goldpanners staff out of town right now. But we will get it. But current score 8-3 here in the top of the 7th. Andrew over here trying to see what he can do. And there's a drive, and that's going to get caught. And let's see if they can get the runner. He's got to go back as he was almost to second. So Espinoza will pop out for out number 1. And Nathan Massis will come up. Again, 8-3 in the top of the 7th. Nathan Massis, your designated hitter in the 4 spot. 0 for 3 in this 4th game of a 5-game series with the Panners leading 3 games to love and leading here by 5 in the top of the 7th. As rain now kind of tapered off to a light sprinkle. But the crowd getting a little wet, and it's a little chilly out tonight with the wind. Quick release over to first by Redeman. Count will stay 1-0. And then as soon as I say it stops, it just starts to pick back up. And a strike 1 call evens it up at 1-1. Big thing kind of is the clay on the mound fills up the cleats of the pitchers. And a swing and a miss, a big cut by Macice. First strike 2. Now 1-2 with 1 out and a runner at first. And Tanner Beltkowski, and called strike 3. Redeman gets his first strikeout.
Now up to bat for the Halos.
And Macice now 0 for 4. Tommy Frutos came in for Hector Pena. Got on with a walk and scored one of the 2 runs in the top of the 6th for the Halos. Runner's going to go, and here comes the throw. 1 hopper. And they're going to get him for out number 3, and we will go to our 7th inning stretch and a visit from Happy Boy.
Score is still 8-3. It's the 7th inning stretch, baseball fans. It's time to get up on your feet if you haven't already got up on your feet due to the rain. Get your kazoos out. As Lithia Chevrolet of Fairbanks is proud to present Happy Boy. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Happy Boy. You want to be a happy boy and want to win the 50-50? Yeah, I got the winning 50-50 number up here. Tonight's winner will be walking home with $190.50. Well, if you have this ticket number, you may win. If you have ticket number 852871. Again, that ticket number is 852871. You just won $190.50. You can meet the Lions Club representative on the first base side real quickly.
All right, as the rain continues to pour, we got the 7th inning stretch in.
Colby Williams.
Visit from Happy Boy. So we will play on with the Panners leading by 5 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. And this is Kobe Williams to start things out for the Alaska Goldpanners. 1 for 3 for Williams in the game. Ground out, base hit, and a stolen base, and a run scored in the 4th, and then a pop out in the 5th. One and one, the count. 8-3, bottom of the 7th. We will get your score adjusted here momentarily on the screen here on PannerVision. Crowd starting to make their way out as the rain continues, and now we're going to get the tool here. As I mentioned, the clay starts to fill up the cleats of the pitchers. So the Goldpanners head coach, Brett Lachman, will bring it out, and he's going to come talk to the umpire. And umpire kind of taking a look at the surrounding clouds. Boy, how many times has this happened this season? Fans kind of saying, you know what, I think we've had a nice night here with the Panners leading by 5 in the bottom of the 7th. Question is, will they be able to finish this? And ball 4 will walk them.
Now to bat for your Goldpanners is number 30, Tyler Richardson.
Tyler Richardson comes up now. And that one straight out to your left fielder, Lopez.
Is number 11,
Alex Garcia. And again, it's just dark with these clouds here, and rain continues. They're going to let them continue to play. Curveball way outside for ball 1 on Alex Garcia. Garcia with a base hit and a run scored, or 2 base hits, 1 run scored and a walk. Players getting pretty wet right now as it continues to rain. And now, well, you can tell that the ball is slick as that one got away from Burline. That's 2 by him right now. So, yeah, the rain not making it easy for the pitcher. All right, we got it all set up here. 8-3. And Garcia can send one out to Frutos. Out in right field. We'll go to the top of the order with 2 outs.
Now up to bat for your Goldpanners is number 7, Eric Smelko.
Eric Smelko, the center fielder. And they're going to get rid of that ball and give the pitcher a dry one, hopefully, as the fans continue to swim their way out of here right now. Yeah, the scoreboard's waterproof.
So my scoreboard works in here. I forgot to turn it off. I just left it on right when I left.
And now we're going to get a meeting here. We're going to bring the managers are going to come out, and I think they've both seen enough.
He has a dog named
And we're going to get the umpires all to come confer on this one. And I think at this point, would it be a complete ball game here? And the Panners would take it as we're in the bottom of the 7th. So they're going to talk things over. Clouds don't look like they're going anywhere, and the rain's continuing to come down. So if they do call this one, it will be a Goldpanner win. Kind of the umpire's call. I mean, the managers are going to shake hands, and the umpires are going to head off.
Ladies and gentlemen, by the looks of it, we are going to complete this game.
So that is going to do it, and the Goldpanners will win game number 4 by the score of 8-3, and now
We have played in order to complete
lead this 5-game series. 4 games to love. Both teams with 10 hits in this contest. Panners put 8 across, 3 for the Halos. We'll be back here tomorrow, 7 o'clock for the first pitch. Hopefully the weather will cooperate, but able to at least get this one as an official Goldpanner victory as the rain continues to come down. Don't forget the Goldpanners will be in the Golden Days Parade tomorrow. That starts at 10 a.m. here at the Carlson Center. Not sure who's going to be on the play-by-play. Maybe GM John Lorkey. Maybe it'll be Happy Boy running it here. So Game 5 will be played tomorrow night, 7 o'clock here at Growden. So if you're in the Fairbanks area and you have a chance, enjoy the parade, the street fair, the rubber ducky race, all the Golden Days things. Pioneer Park's going to be happening. And then come on out tomorrow night for Game 5. See if the Goldpanners can break out the brooms and sweep the California Halos. I'm Ken Wiemeyer. That's your final 8-3 for everybody here with your Alaska Goldpanners. Thanks for tuning in and have a great weekend. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night at 7.